I mean, what sort of level of drinking are we talking about? How much do you
It
want
would
to drink?
be about a bottle of red wine to 2 bottles a night, but at the height of her alcoholism, she was also drinking spirits and painkillers as well, so it was a mixture of things. But it was in secret, so, you know, I didn't know how much she was drinking.
How did you cope with it?
I suppose I didn't really cope with it. That's how I coped with it. You know, I had a good time at school and stuff, but I hated coming home because you know, I didn't know how to deal with things, and I became really unhappy myself, and you know, I just didn't cope with it that well. So one of the things I did was I got counselling, and I went to a support group.
The earliest memories that I've got as a child are of my mother drinking. You know, she would pour out a glass of Bacardi in the morning, that was her chosen drink, and put enough Coca-Cola in it just to colour it. And I thought that was, you know, you just grow up thinking that's, you know, breakfast time.
Breakfast.
Yeah. And at the height of her drinking, she confessed to drinking about 7-litre bottles of Bacardi a week. So, and again, that was the confession, so you can guarantee there were probably more in there as well. I suppose as the oldest child, I've got a younger brother, and I tried to parent my mum, I tried to parent my parent for my whole life, really, which was quite a bizarre thing to have to do.
Isn't that annoying, though?
But it's just a role that you take on.
Does it make you angry, though, that you had to do that?
I went through every emotion I've been through. I've been through anger, I've been through utter despair, because, as Emma said, you know, you try everything and then something else. But, you know, there's the actual reality of having a close person to you that is an alcoholic is you have to accept that it's their journey and this is their route and there's nothing you can do.
What do you think this has meant for you, though? I mean, the fact that it has deprived you of a big chunk of your childhood, what does it mean for you in adult life?
I've actually turned it into an enormous positive, and I'm a very, very proud trustee at NACOA. So since Mum, and I always said that when she died, that would be the right time to step up to the mark and do something. So I've used all of my dark times to give hope and help to other children.
Somebody at home, if there are kids at home that know that their parents have a problem with drink, what should they do?
The most important thing, and I think all of these women would agree with me here, the most important thing is if you have a loved one who's an alcoholic, is to know that you cannot help them. And if you try, you will end up allowing the whole of your life to be sucked into the alcoholic vacuum that is. Get help for yourself. If you know how to deal with how that alcoholism has affected you, then you'll stop enabling them, you'll stop normalising the drinking in the drinker's life, and that you'll eventually, if you leave them alone with their problems, and they know that there's only them that can help them, they're more likely to do something about it.
OK, thank you, Rachel. Painful decision to make, of course, we understand that. Thank you for your calls on that, and a big thank you, of course, to Lucy, Tracy and Emma for sharing what we know are very deeply personal stories. It takes a lot of courage, we recognise that.